Hey guys, Cell here and welcome back to some more Nikke. I still very badly want to pull some more 2B, but with my luck, I probably might not get her, let alone getting her to MLB 3. So yeah, that's not what we're here for. We might come back if I can get A2, early. If not, I'm probably definitely gonna have to skip the rest of her. You don't need her MLB 3. I would love to have her there, but you don't need to. If anything, again, I'm probably just going to save the rest of my stuff for... Dang. I'll probably just save the rest of my stuff for the anniversary. And then, who knows? Maybe... Since we've gotten a pilgrim in every single type of celebration thing so far, and if it is another pilgrim for the anniversary, who knows? Maybe we can possibly get one of them by saving up. Well, I could say screw it and just use one golden ticket and call it a day, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do what I did with Dorothy on that next pilgrim. Just saying. Also, I've done Twitch drops. I'm not getting them. I don't think I got the Chainsaw Man drops either. I don't know why. Like, Honkai Star Rail drops actually work. Nikke's drops don't. I don't understand it. I really don't. So I will say, after this, I'm probably not going to be doing anything Nikke-wise until A2 comes out. Seeing as how the event won't be gone till, what, close to the end of September? So we have quite a while, so yeah, I'm probably not going to do any more Nikke till around A2 coming out. In terms of recording, obviously I'll still play and get my gems, and hopefully we get her. We arrive at the factory where the D-Wave occurred. Apart from a veritable army of mass-produced Nikkes and a horde of raptures. Oh yeah, I didn't think of this. Is this going to be a spoiler? It might. Well, no one's going to see it anyway, so if anything, I'm spoiling myself. We also meet 2B and Ninas and head deeper inside the factory together. Yeah, obviously, we haven't met yet, technically, for me. 2B uses her sword to cleave the last rapture in two. Clear. All clear here as well. Are we going the right way? We are. We're running into more raptures and mass-produced Nikkes. They must be coming from the door in the center. That tells us that we're steadily getting closer to the transporters. Oh, well, that's a relief. One sec. Why don't we take a little breather? Master seems... I'm okay. You say that, but you don't look too good. For the past 3 hours, you've been panting heavily and you're as pale as a ghost. I said I'm fine. It's not just you. These 3 here are also at their limit, both physically and mentally. Everyone needs time to catch their breath. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely on a spoiler territory. I'll do it anyways. She's right. It's not just physical exhaustion that's the problem, but the mental weariness too. Let's take a break then. We can't rest in here. We're far too exposed. The locks on the doors aren't functioning properly, and it would take too long to build a barricade. Are you saying that we need to build a safe space? Exactly. I scanned the inside of the factory, and I believe I found a decent spot. How about we go there? Okay, then let's. However, there are far too many variables at play. We don't know what could be waiting for us there. I think it would be better if only a few people scout ahead. How about 2B and I go first? I know the location. It'll be easy for the 2 of us to get there without drawing much attention. No, I'll go. May I ask why? If during your search you were to stumble upon the transporters, would you ignore it and come back here? I'm honestly not sure. I'm sorry. Precisely. Even if there's the slightest probability of that occurring, we can't simply sit and wait. I understand your concern. 9S will stay here and I'll go with you. Huh. This way, even if we do end up fighting the transporters, my return will still be guaranteed, for I will come back for 9S. None of you will have anything to worry about. Very well. If that situation were to occur, I think I can still trust you. If one of us has to go, it shouldn't be me instead of 2B. I would never leave 2B behind. I won't leave her without her. 9S, you stay here just in case. If anything happens while we're checking their hideout, you're to fall back. Understood. We're all in the dark here as to what's going to happen. Alright, I'll tell you where to go. I'll be waiting for you. Okay. Commander, 2B and I will locate a suitable hiding spot and report back. Until then, remain here with the others and stay safe. Alright, don't worry about us, go. Man, it's so nice having Roppy and 2B having literally the same voice actor. So I don't have to try to do a different one. I apologize for my behavior back there. I came off as distrusting. Don't be sorry. Feeling suspicious in that situation was a valid response. Our priorities do not align. 9S and I wish to find the transporters and go back, whereas you want to find a safe area and return to your commander. When two opposing desires collide, it is only natural that our decision-making processes will differ. You were merely taking the proper precautions. I see no reason for me to take umbrage. You're quite level-headed, rational, not swayed by emotions. I am an android. We are not allowed to have feelings. Sounds like us. And nothing. 2B fixes her eyes at the iron door at the end of the passageway. The hideout 9S mentioned should be past that door. Let's get moving. Alright. A while later. Roppy, could you come here for a minute? 2B gestures towards a rusted-out contraption lying in a state of total disrepair. It appears to be designed as an oversized trap, intended to ensnare large beasts. Is this entire structure a trap? It's massive. It must have been built to take down raptures. However, judging from this somewhat amateur construction, I would say the person responsible for building it was most likely a civilian. To survive in this environment, they would need a well-concealed hiding space. The hideout 9S mentioned should be right here, but I don't see any entrances whatsoever. What is the probability that this civilian is still in there? Officially speaking, the central government insists there are no remaining survivors up on the surface. Unofficially, however, the likelihood of there being survivors is rather high. That's right. So if this person were to still be alive, I would have to request for them to assist us. Understood. Let's find that entrance. Scanning indicates that there are 3 booby traps intended for raptors, all placed in different locations. Using those 3 points as vertices, I triangulated a set area, in which there appears to be a spot where the walls are abnormally thick. I suspect there is a high possibility that we'll find a hidden entrance amongst those walls. Agreed. Let's start checking the thickness of the wall as we proceed. I mean, it's not going to be as thick as 2B, though, that's for sure. A while later. Oh? This section sounds different. Someone has patched it up. There must be some way for us to get through. As Robbie's fingertips trace the wall, she comes upon a rusted machine. It has many buttons with text written all over them. Simple and somewhat retro in design, it bears a strong resemblance to a keyboard. Could this device be meant for entering a password? The moment Robbie places her fingertips atop the keyboard, something rustles loose and flutters down to the ground. A tattered piece of paper with a sentence written on it. Who are you? Is it asking for our model numbers? No, that's not it. A civilian survivor hiding in a factory. Wouldn't have any reason to ask Nikke for her model number. Then it must be the name of the survivor. Well, if they were to use an individual's name as the password, that would indicate to me there was only one remaining survivor. What if there's more? I see what you're getting at. If it has to be a word that encompasses all people. Exactly so. Humans? Wrong answer. So the password's Nikke. Rapi, what is the chance that the survivors inside are not humans, but Nikke's? Close to zero. Nikke's are elite soldiers. They would not deign to make such haphazard traps like the one we saw earlier. I mean, it's possible. Fair enough. But there's no harm in trying. Fine. But not the model number. Let's try something more generic. Nikke. It opened. This is going too quickly, man. The ramshackle door opens. Inside are a plethora of daily necessities, all covered with dust as if they haven't been touched for a long time. A pile of old papers lie on the desk along with a radio, its color muted with age. It doesn't seem to be inhabited. No, it doesn't. Considering how run down everything is here, I'd say it's been a long time since someone came in here. Let's conduct a search. A notebook, bespeckled with smudges and stains, lies on the desk. Looks like a journal left by whoever used to stay here. Seems likely. Rapi opens the notebook to its first page. Day 1. It's complete pandemonium outside, but at least it's quiet in here. Me, Peter, and Haley checked out the blueprints for the factory. We've placed 2 or 3 locks on every single exit. None of those infernal creatures will be coming in here for a while. So there were a total of 3 survivors, including the author of this journal. Apparently they sought shelter in this place from the raptures. I see. Day 7. I thought that with a factory of this size, food rations would be in surplus. How wrong I was. When the workers escaped from this place, they cleaned it out completely. Is there enough here to feed the 3 of us? Oh no. They suffered from a lack of food. It must have been a hellish ordeal. Day 13. Yesterday, some raptors broke in from the west entrance of the factory. Meanwhile, we've completely exhausted our food reserves. We decided that when there were fewer raptors inside the factory, we'd set out to find some food and store it for later. Peter and Haley went out and split it up in search of food. Meanwhile, remained here due to my cold. Day 16, they never came back, did they? Peter and Haley still aren't back. I should have gone with them. That way at least I wouldn't have ended up alone. 2 of the 3 headed out to forage for food. It never made it back. Day 18. It feels like it's been ages since I've spoken. I'm afraid they'll hear me if I make any sound. I've forced myself not to go to the bathroom either. They may smell it. Jeez. What the hell are the United Forces of Humanity doing? To think that my last hope lies in those blockheads. What a cruel twist of fate. They mention the United Forces of Humanity. Who are they? The precursor to the central government. A multilateral military organization established by all nations to fight against the Raptures. Back when humans had not yet entirely lost the surface. These entries were all written over 50 years ago, so whoever wrote this is almost certainly. I understand.
Day 21. The forces didn't come. Day 23.
Not a trace of the forces in sight. Bastards.
Wait, didn't this person run out of food like on day 13?
Day 25. Still nothing. I ate my own stool for the first time. Oh, God.
Day 27.
I broke the cardinal rule of never making a sound. I turned on the radio. Even if it was a rotted rope, frail and tattered, I wanted to hold on to some measure of hope. However, I heard some unexpected news. A miracle was happening in a place I hadn't known of before this. I kept mashing the record button. Although I missed the first part, it was good enough. I've been rewinding the recording and listening to it on an endlessly repeating loop. Over and over. Until they figure out the password I set. Until the day they open that door and come in and save me from this hell. If they recorded something...
Roppy's eyes turned to the rundown radio on the table.
That's the last entry. Whatever is recorded on that cassette are the last words of the person who lived in this shelter. Let's listen to it.
There are a wide array of buttons on the old radio, but the play and rewind buttons have been noticeably worn down. They must have been pressed countless times. Roppy rewinds the tape to the beginning and presses play.
Early opposition to Nikke production was dominant, but that's not the case at all now. Ever since the first Rapture invasion, Goddess Squad, who brought us victory for the first time in a large-scale counterattack, became the only hope of saving humanity. Of course, they are not the only heroes. Many other Nikkes fought side by side with this Goddess Squad. They gave their lives so that mankind may live on. May they forever be blessed. May their noble sacrifice always be remembered. I see it now. You are like us. You were created to ensure the survival of mankind.
Yeah, they were. Roppy stares down at the desk. Under the radio, there is some lettering carved into the desk, like a desperate invocation. Roppy lifts up the radio and inspects the engraving closely.
Could this device be meant for entering a password?
The moment Roppy places her fingertips atop the keyboard, something rustles loose and flutters down to the ground. A tattered piece of paper with a sentence written on it. Who are you?
That's the reason why Nikke was the password.
Roppy runs her fingertips over the rough engraving on the desk.
Was that what you were trying to tell us? What's wrong? It says, salvation, Nikke. The goddesses of victory will bring salvation. I wonder what happened to the people here. Me too. It's hard to say. I hope they were rescued.
I mean, you don't see a dead body here, right? So they must have been, right?
Same here.
Although that was over 50 years ago. Robbie places the radio back down quietly. Let's bring the others over here. This should be a suitable resting spot. Yes, this will be more than safe enough. Let's go. Robbie and 2B tidy up the unkempt desk and return back to their comrades, their friends. Those whom they wish to protect. Man, that was way too short. No! You know, I was also kind of hoping that it would be more so of an interaction of 2B and the commander. Not so much, you know, her just going off to find shelter with, you know, Robbie. I mean, I guess it's fine. Maybe I'll get what I want with A2 if I can get her. I doubt it. Who knows? Either way. With that, I guess I'm going to be ending this episode of 2B's bond with Robbie here, I guess. She bonded more with Robbie than me. That sucks. So yeah, either way. It's kind of a spoiler in a way, but at the same time, it's not. Because this is something that takes place, you know, during the event, but it's not the actual main story of the event. So arguably, like Summeranis, where we went and explored somewhere on the island, it didn't have anything to do with the main story, so it's fine. I'll show it. So yeah, either way, again, I won't be doing anything else Nikke related until A2 comes out. And then I probably won't do anything again until the event is about to be over. Probably until it's about to be over. And again, should I on day 3, should I actually accept Pascal onto my game? I'm still in defense about it, because again, technically Pascal is a guy, but used a female voice to, you know, be more soothing to the children robots and whatnot, to be less intimidating. I really don't know. Like, again, I don't really care about Pascal. It was an interesting character in the actual game itself, but I don't really want Pascal on my game. If I could get rid of Himeno as well, I wouldn't really care, because it's kind of still annoys me that I have her, but I don't have, you know, Makima and Power. Why don't I have them? Because I was saving for Nihilista like an idiot. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, hey, sorry. You gotta wait about like 3.5 to 4 months to actually rehabilitate her. Plus, you have to beat chapter, what was it? 2031 to get her? So yeah, that sucked. What was it? 2131? I don't remember. It was somewhere around there. Like that was so depressing. So now I gotta try and wait to not spend my gems to hopefully be able to get A2. If I can get her early, that'll make me happy, because I don't technically need or want another copy of A2. Because I won't really need one. I'm gonna try and figure out like what a team could work for her. I've heard Alice might work for A2 because of charge speed and whatnot. Did I get my rewards? No? No, I did not. Where are my Twitch drops, man? Like, I hate the Twitch drops. I know that I linked my actual game account. It's the same email that it's supposed to be. I know it is. And yet I don't get my rewards. It's so irritating. Either way, Alice, what do you do? Because in terms of A2, I've heard you might work for her. Yeah, charge speed and charge damage. Since A2 is a rocket launcher user, even though she has a sword, charge speed and charge damage would work for her. So arguably you would have A2 Alice, that's 2 burst 3s. So you would need one more burst 3, a burst 2,
Or 2 burst 2s and then 1 burst 1, or 2 burst 1s and 1 burst 2. I don't arguably know. I might try to come up with a team comp that I'm probably gonna suck at, because I'm not really good at coming up with team comps. I really am not. It's also really nice seeing 2 be even above Modernia in terms of power. She won't be able to beat Dorothy because Dorothy is literally MLB 3 Core 2. And if you guys noticed from last level, well, I got 10 more levels. I used up all of my core boxes and I got 10 more levels. It was really nice. Hopefully this stops people from, you know, trying to combat me in PvP, even though my team comps there are complete trash. Except for, I think, maybe the first and the last team. Probably. So yeah, either way. Till then, I will see you guys later.
呼んだ。ここではラプチャーという機械兵器が人類を脅かしているの。ある意味、私たちは同じ目的を持っている。
Yes, we share a common goal, and again, I wish you spent more time with me than you did, Roppy. It's so sad, man. So sad. Almost as much sad as it is for the costume gacha. Oh yeah, also, just in case anyone doesn't actually know, in this update, when you click on view mode, you'll have this little microphone up here. Click it, and you can view all of the dialogue that the characters would have. Every last bit of dialogue you can actually listen to.
殲滅完了。
So yeah, it's pretty neat. So I technically don't have to keep spam clicking. I can literally just come here. Let's see. Set to lobby bond level 10-1.
戦闘の準備はできている。いつでも呼んで。
Yeah, that. Wait. Isn't that supposed to technically be 4?
戦闘の準備はできている。いつでも呼んで。ここではラプチャーという機械兵器が人類をある意味呼んだ。
Yeah, alright. So I just figured I'd show that. So yeah, now until then, I will see you guys later.